Ever noticed that Sigma males have mastered the art of being elusive? Like an urban legend you're not sure really exists. You'll spot them in social situations, but only just. They're the ones who manage to blend in and disappear at will, leaving everyone intrigued. Unlike those who splash their lives across social media or love to fill up every conversation, Sigma males live behind a velvet rope of mystery. But what's behind this self-imposed privacy? And why do they guard it like treasure? It's not shyness or a desire to be antisocial. It's actually a calculated move that gives them a surprising edge. Choosing privacy isn't just a lifestyle for Sigma males. It's a power move, a kind of superpower that lets them live life on their own terms. Let's dive in and uncover why they stay hidden, the secrets they keep, and how they use their privacy to craft lives that leave everyone else wondering and watching. Number 1, flexibility and identity. When a Sigma male chooses to keep his life private, it's not about secrecy for the sake of it. It's about creating a space where he can explore who he truly is without any pressure to conform. In a world that loves labels and thrives on categorizing people, privacy gives him the freedom to be whoever he wants to be, even if that changes over time. This flexibility is one of his greatest strengths, and it allows him to adapt, evolve, and grow on his own terms. By keeping others out of his personal life, he's not closing himself off. Rather, he's making room for genuine self-reflection. He doesn't feel the need to broadcast his life decisions or explain himself to anyone, which means he can experiment with new beliefs, values, or ideas without fear of judgment. In private, he can try, fail, and try again without anyone watching, which gives him a quiet but powerful advantage. It's a freedom most people don't allow themselves because they're too busy seeking validation from others. When he's flexible with who he isn't tied to any one version of himself. This is why he can surprise people. He might be the quiet thinker today and the bold risk-taker tomorrow. Privacy lets him break free from a set identity, giving him the freedom to be dynamic and unpredictable. This adaptability is part of what makes Sigma males so intriguing. They're always evolving, yet they never feel the need to announce it. Instead of seeking outside approval, they create an internal compass that guides them, allowing them to truly be themselves, unfiltered, unchained, and unapologetically real. Number 2, trust as a rare currency. When it comes to trust, Sigma males treat it like a VIP pass. They don't hand it out to just anyone. To him, trust isn't about letting people in for the sake of company. It's about carefully choosing those rare few who genuinely add value to his life. He's the kind of guy who'd rather have 2 real friends than 100 casual acquaintances who don't really get him. You could say he runs a tight ship and the guest list is short. Sigma males understand that trust is a two-way street that takes time to build and seconds to break. He's not willing to risk letting just anyone into his inner circle because, frankly, he knows the damage a betrayal can do. So he's careful, sometimes even cautious about who gets close. It's not that he's unfriendly or antisocial, it's more about having high standards. He wants depth, loyalty, and a sense of connection that's grounded in mutual respect. The funny thing is, this approach often makes others more interested in being part of his world. People naturally want to earn his trust, maybe because they sense that when he finally lets someone in, it's meaningful. He's not keeping his guard up for drama, he's doing it to protect his peace. Sigma males value their inner world and know that trust isn't something to throw around like confetti. It's reserved for those who understand the value of loyalty and respect his need for space. Ultimately, his selective trust isn't just about protecting himself from betrayal, it's about building a life with quality connections that matter. He's perfectly happy without a huge social circle, choosing instead to invest in relationships that are genuine, reliable, and drama-free. After all, a Sigma male doesn't need a crowd, he just needs a few people who truly have his back. Number 3, escape from the all-seeing digital eye. In today's world, where everyone's lives are practically one click away, Sigma males have a different take. Privacy is their best policy. They're the last ones you'll see posting every little detail online, and there's a good reason for it. Unlike those who feel compelled to share their morning coffee, gym selfies, and every thought that crosses their mind, Sigma males know that in this digital age, less is definitely more. For a Sigma male, keeping things private isn't just about being mysterious or off the grid. It's a practical move that allows him to keep his life in his control. With technology tracking almost everything we do, from our spending habits to our location, he's fully aware that the more he shares, the less he owns his personal narrative. Social media might be a playground for most, but he treats it more like a watchtower, aware of all the potential prying eyes. He values the peace of not having his personal life available for anyone with a Wi-Fi connection to dissect. This private stance also has its perks. By choosing what to reveal, if anything at all, he keeps others guessing. People often think they know him, but the truth is, they only know what he's let them see, which is usually just a sliver of his world. There's a certain satisfaction he gets from watching others try to fill in the blanks, especially when they get it all wrong. And let's face it, there's a kind of thrill in not being completely accessible. In a world obsessed with visibility and likes, Sigma males thrive in the shadows, maintaining control over their lives without feeling the need to update anyone. For him, privacy isn't just a choice, it's a power move, one that lets him live on his own terms without the constant pressure of keeping up appearances. Number 4, mastering the art of information control. Sigma males have mastered the fine art of not oversharing. In a world where people feel the urge to spill every detail about their lives, from what they ate for breakfast to their latest drama at work, Sigma males are the exception. They don't just blurt out information left and right. They're more like a vault with a really selective access list. For a Sigma male, keeping things close to the chest is not about playing hard to get or being mysterious. It's about maintaining control over his own story. He knows that once you start letting everyone in on every little detail, you're essentially handing them a piece of your privacy. And once it's out, there's no taking it back. So he thinks twice before he speaks, especially when it comes to anything personal. Oversharing, not in his vocabulary. By choosing what to share, and more importantly, what not to share, he keeps his life drama-free. He's not the guy who's going to rant about his problems on social media or tell his co-workers his entire life story. To him, there's a beauty in silence and a strength in restraint. This doesn't mean he's hiding something. He just sees no need to broadcast everything. His motto is simple. If you know, you know, and if you don't, you probably didn't need to. There's a certain power in not letting others know every detail about him. People find it intriguing, even magnetic. He's the type who lets people wonder, and maybe that's why they're so curious about him. By not oversharing, he stays a step ahead, protecting his peace and maintaining a sense of mystery that others can't quite penetrate. At the end of the day, the Sigma male understands something most people don't. The less you reveal, the more people want to know. Number 5, company of one. For a Sigma male, solitude isn't something to avoid, it's something to savor. While many people find the idea of being alone uncomfortable or even scary, a Sigma male genuinely enjoys his own company. To him, alone time isn't about isolation. It's about recharging, thinking, and diving deep into his own world without distractions. It's where he finds clarity and strength, and honestly, it's probably one of the reasons he's so grounded. He doesn't need the constant buzz of people around him to feel validated or entertained. In fact, he often prefers it this way because it's in solitude that he's free to explore his own thoughts, passions, and plans without the noise of other opinions. He can dig into a new book, work on a personal project, or even just sit in silence and let his mind wander. Unlike many who dread their own company, a Sigma male thrives in it. It's like his personal playground minus the crowds. There's also something liberating about not having to answer to anyone or explain his every move. When he's alone, he's on his own time with no one else's expectations or interruptions. He can kick back in whatever way he wants, whether that's getting lost in a deep thought or binge watching a series without judgment. And let's face it, there's a bit of humor in how much he enjoys it. While others might feel lonely or rush to find someone to talk to, he's perfectly happy hanging out solo, almost like his own favorite person. At the end of the day, his enjoyment of solitude isn't about avoiding people. It's about prioritizing his peace and maintaining that inner balance. He's not alone because he has to be. He's alone because he genuinely loves it. Number 6, emotional guarding as survival. Sigma males have this unique way of guarding their emotions, almost like they've got an invisible shield up. It's not that they don't feel things deeply. They do, maybe even more than most people. But they've learned that wearing their hearts on their sleeves isn't always the smartest move. Instead, they prefer to keep their emotions under wraps, using a calm and collected exterior as a kind of emotional armor. To a Sigma male, masking his emotions isn't about being cold or distant. It's about protecting himself from situations or people who might take advantage of his vulnerabilities. He knows that some people see openness as a chance to manipulate or control, and he's simply not here for that. By keeping his feelings to himself, he maintains control, deciding when and with whom to share his softer side. But don't mistake this for indifference. Sigma males are far from emotionless robots. They just don't feel the need to broadcast their every feeling to the world. If he's dealing with stress, sadness, or even excitement, he's likely to process it on his own, rather than seeking out an audience. It's kind of like he has his own internal processing unit, working through his emotions privately and only showing what he feels is necessary. There's a bit of irony here too. Because he doesn't reveal much, people often assume he's some kind of enigma, and they're constantly trying to figure him out. Meanwhile, he's just doing his thing, quietly observing and chuckling inside as people try to decipher him. In the end, masking his emotions isn't about hiding who he is. It's about choosing how he interacts with the world. By protecting his emotional core, he's able to move through life with a sense of calm and independence that's rare these days. It's his way of keeping his peace intact, even if it means staying a little bit of a mystery to everyone else. Number 7, anonymity as armor. For Sigma males, anonymity isn't just a preference, it's a strategic tool. They know that staying anonymous in certain areas of life gives them a huge advantage, like having a superpower that lets them move freely without anyone keeping tabs. In a world where so many are hungry for attention, a Sigma male is the opposite. He doesn't feel the need to plaster his name, face, or details all over the place. Anonymity lets him operate under the radar, giving him freedom and honestly a level of independence that most people can only dream about. Think of it this way. While everyone else is busy building a brand or creating an online persona, the Sigma male is perfectly content to be unknown. It means he can live life on his own terms without the baggage of expectations or judgment. Want to start a new hobby, take a spontaneous trip, or reinvent himself? He can do all that without anyone's opinion weighing him down, because people simply don't know enough to form one. There's also a practical side to his desire for anonymity. He knows that the fewer people know about him, the fewer people can meddle in his life. He's not interested in dealing with unnecessary drama or having others try to influence his choices. By staying out of the spotlight, he keeps his life simpler and, frankly, a lot more peaceful. And he gets a bit of a kick out of it too. There's something satisfying about people not really knowing where he is, what he's doing, or even what he's thinking. It's like being the unsolved mystery in a room full of open books. Anonymity gives him a sense of autonomy that's rare these days, allowing him to walk his own path without interference. In a world of oversharing, Sigma males choose to remain the quiet question mark, content, elusive, and totally free. Number 8, mystique as an advantage. For Sigma males, maintaining a sense of mystique is not just a side effect of their preference for privacy, it's a strategic advantage in navigating social dynamics. By keeping certain aspects of their lives under wraps, they cultivate an aura of intrigue that others naturally gravitate toward. Imagine walking into a room and sensing that one person who seems to hold a world of secrets just behind their calm demeanor. That's the Sigma male effect. This mystique acts like a magnet, drawing people in while simultaneously creating a respectful distance. Others become curious, eager to learn more about the enigma before them, but they also tread carefully, knowing that not everything is meant to be shared. It's this delicate balance that gives Sigma males a unique edge in social situations. When people are unsure about what to expect, they tend to approach with caution, granting the Sigma male the upper hand. Moreover, this air of mystery allows them to control the narrative around their persona. While others may feel the pressure to divulge personal stories or engage in small talk, Sigma males can choose when and what to share, turning the traditional rules of social engagement on their head. They can easily shift the focus of a conversation or redirect attention, keeping themselves at the center of intrigue while still maintaining their privacy. There's also an amusing twist to this dynamic. While some might view the Sigma male's elusive nature as aloofness, in reality they're often the life of the party, just from a distance. They observe, analyze, and strategically insert themselves when it suits them. all while others scramble to decipher their complexity. It's a bit like being a magician in a world full of clowns. While everyone else is busy trying to entertain, the Sigma male simply knows how to leave them guessing. Ultimately, the mystique that surrounds Sigma males is a powerful tool that enhances their social interactions. By staying private, they ensure that their presence is felt without being fully revealed, creating an engaging atmosphere that keeps others intrigued and respectful. In this game of social chess, the Sigma male is often several moves ahead, using his mystique not just as a shield, but as a strategic advantage in the intricate dance of relationships. Number 9, their life, their rules. For Sigma males, the mantra, their life, their rules, encapsulates their very essence. Privacy is their sanctuary, allowing them to navigate life without the weight of societal expectations or judgments pressing down on them. In a world that often screams for conformity, Sigma males choose to live by their own code, crafting lifestyles that reflect their unique perspectives and desires. Unlike the traditional social hierarchies that prioritize popularity and fitting in, Sigma males operate on a different wavelength. They are unconcerned with the latest trends or what's in this season. Instead, they prioritize authenticity over appearance. Their freedom lies in their ability to curate their experiences, embracing what resonates with them while discarding the rest. Imagine walking through life with a personalized compass where every direction you choose is based on your own values and interests rather than someone else's agenda. That's the Sigma male experience. They thrive on independence, finding joy in activities that feed their curiosity and creativity. Whether it's diving into a new hobby, exploring a new philosophy, or simply enjoying a quiet evening alone. And let's not overlook the humor in this dynamic. While others may scramble to keep up with social media challenges or the latest fads, the Sigma male sits back with a smirk, watching the chaos unfold from a comfortable distance. It's like being at a party where everyone's dancing to a tune he didn't even hear. He may even join in on the fun, when it suits him, of course, but he'll do it in his own way, on his own terms. Ultimately, for Sigma males, it's not about rebellion for rebellion's sake. It's about crafting a life that reflects who they truly are, free from the constraints of societal norms. They are the architects of their own existence, and in their world, privacy isn't just a preference, it's the key to genuine freedom. Number 10, preserving energy for real connection. For Sigma males, preserving energy for real connections is a core principle of their social philosophy. They understand that every interaction requires a certain amount of emotional and mental energy, and they're selective about how they expend it. Unlike those who thrive in large social settings, engaging in small talk just to fill the silence, Sigma males see socializing for its own sake as a waste of precious resources. They're not out to collect acquaintances like baseball cards. They prefer to invest their energy in a select few who truly matter. This approach allows them to be fully present in their interactions, enriching the quality of the relationships they do form. By maintaining a level of privacy and discretion, they can conserve their emotional reserves, steering clear of the exhausting cycle of superficial exchanges. Think of it this way. While many people spread their energy thin across a vast social landscape, Sigma males choose to dig deep into the fertile soil of meaningful connections, nurturing relationships that provide real sustenance rather than empty calories. Their ability to focus on a few genuine relationships means that when they do engage, they can invest wholeheartedly. Whether it's a late-night conversation that dives into personal philosophies or shared experiences that foster deep understanding, Sigma males thrive on the depth of connection rather than the breadth. They find joy in the richness of a few relationships, valuing quality over quantity, and there's a humorous twist to this. While others may bemoan the lack of social invitations, Sigma males are quietly chuckling, enjoying their solitude while others scramble to juggle numerous shallow connections. They know that the time spent in silence, reflecting or recharging is just as valuable as any social event. It's in this peaceful solitude that they gather strength and inspiration, ultimately allowing them to show up fully for those who truly count in their lives. In a world filled with surface-level interactions, Sigma males' commitment to preserving their energy for authentic relationships sets them apart. They're not just surviving socially, they're thriving, ensuring that every meaningful connection they foster is as rich and rewarding as possible. In a world where the noise of superficial connections often drowns out the beauty of genuine relationships, Sigma males stand as beacons of intentional living and authentic engagement. By prioritizing privacy and selectively investing their energy, they craft lives rich with depth and meaning, avoiding the pitfalls of shallow socializing. For them, it's not just about who they know, it's about the quality of those connections that truly matters. Their unique approach, where life is navigated by personal values rather than societal pressures, fosters a sense of freedom that allows for personal growth and self-discovery. This deliberate choice to live life on their own terms isn't just a quirk. It's a profound strategy that empowers them to forge bonds that resonate deeply with their souls. As we reflect on the Sigma male's journey, we find inspiration in their commitment to authenticity and the art of preserving energy for what truly matters. They remind us that in a world of fleeting interactions, the richness of a few meaningful relationships can outweigh the cacophony of countless acquaintances. So the next time you encounter a Sigma male, whether they're quietly observing from the sidelines or engaging in a profound conversation, remember the strength of their choices. They're not merely existing, they're intentionally crafting lives of substance, focusing on connections that elevate their existence. In a society that often equates busyness with success, they show us that sometimes less truly is more. Ultimately, the Sigma male's world is a testament to the power of privacy, intentionality, and the enduring value of real connections, reminding us all that the heart of life lies not in the multitude of interactions, but in the profound depth of the few that we choose to nurture. If you enjoyed this video and found the insights on Sigma males and their approach to life intriguing, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Join our community for more content that dives deep into topics that matter. And let's explore the art of meaningful connections together. Your support helps us create even more engaging discussions. So don't miss out. I will see you in the next video.